What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13, Episode 13. So, we are, we finally getting to the end, honey. Utica was eliminated. You know, we had to have the whole conversation. We're top 5, and then of course they had to have that whole conversation like one of us is going home. We worked so hard to get here. We're right at the, the threshold. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. One of us ain't gonna make it to top 4. And they, I don't know if it was at this point or later on where they have the conversation where it's like, you work so hard and it's like you don't want to be first, but you damn sure don't want to be the person that almost made it to top 4 and didn't get there, right? So it's that week, right? So there is no mini challenge. Cynthia Erivo is our guest judge this week. And so for the Maxi Challenge, it is one of those, scripted like comedy spoofs. And it is Honey, I Shrunk the Drag Queens. Okay? So the ladies get their, they get the script and they have to go through and pick the characters, right? Now, couple of things we noticed off the break that are going to be an issue. The first thing we noticed is that Olivia goes to the easiest one for her to play. The nice, sweet, ditzy blonde role. Everybody is saying, listen, the judges have been giving you this critique. Maybe this isn't the role you should take. But she wanted it. They let her have it. Why wouldn't you? Okay. You want to play the role that everybody's been telling you not to play? Okay, girl, go ahead. Simone and Candy are sort of fighting over the same role. They both want to play the villain. Now, Simone wants to play the villain because, again, she said the villain is sort of the focal point. I need that. I had a horrible week last week. I was in the bottom. I can't do that again. I know this is my last chance, so I want to be the focal point. Candy wants to play the villain for the same reason that Olivia wants to play the ditzy blonde, because it's easy. She said it describes me perfectly. And again, the same thing that they was criticizing Olivia for doing, you wanted to do, and you fought for that role and you got it. Simone acquiesced and Simone played the other character. However, maybe you should have done the same thing they were trying to get Olivia to do, break out. It would have been nice to see Candy maybe play the dumb blonde. I don't know about Simone playing the villain because I think we've already seen Simone as a villain. But Olivia, you should have fought for that villain role because that's what they've been telling you that you needed. If you had fought for that villain role and then you have been able to be the villain and been successful at it, baby, I don't know. That might have been something. But whatever. Who am I? Anybody tell me, ask me nothing. Rose talked about how, she's just getting more, every week getting more and more comfortable. And listen, y'all, I am a Rose. Listen, beginning of the season, I did not see it for her. I was not here for her. But baby, these last couple of weeks, Rose has won me over. I'm really a Rose fan at this point in time. And later on in the episode, she does talk about the fact that she sort of came in, very nervous and worried about her image, worried about saying the wrong thing and being attacked by the fans. These Drag Race fans are brutal. Every show has stands, but the Drag Race fans, it's a whole nother level. And so she said, and they all had that sort of realization that, yes, we're on reality TV, but you are very conscious about your image. And so you're not really being real. And Rose said, in the beginning, I thought about every single thing I said and did. I was very scripted in my comments and my responses. Because I was very concerned about the perception and becoming, a target. And I think that's a little scary, but a reality. Unfortunately, it is a reality. So, anyway, so the ladies go through their roles. Simone, like I said, Simone lets Candy have that role, and we go to our dress rehearsal. In the dress rehearsal, we have Michelle Visage and Carson. I was gonna say Carson Daly. Carson. As the coaches, the directors, Now, there's a whole green screen thing element of this. And so the queens are finding it a little hard because at this point, they have pretty much worn all of their drag. And now you have to be careful about wearing the right drag for the role you're playing, but also make sure that it is green screen friendly. Because everything does not work well with green screen. And we've seen it. We've seen good green screen. We've seen bad green screen. There's a zoom feature where you can do like backgrounds, like green screen backgrounds. It doesn't work on my walls. The color of my walls, it does not work, right? So there's a whole green screen element to this. Now, the ladies got a little surprise in the workroom because they got a phone call from Scarlett Johansson, who, you know, talked to them through the Zoom type situation, and they were able to ask her questions about acting and do, you know, tips and tricks and things like that. And she was really cool, and she gave them some really good acting tips, and it was fun. It was fun. And of course, I mean, Scarlett Johansson, that's a moment, right? That is a moment to be able to talk to Scarlett Johansson. That is a moment. Also, because she's worked with a lot of green screen, she was able to give them some tricks with working in that element with the green screen situation. So we had that. We also found out, so they filmed it, y'all. I ain't even dragging this out. They filmed it. In the workroom, we find that Simone has put a lot of pressure on herself for a lot of reasons. One, she comes from the House of Avalon, which the second runner-up for last season was I want to say, I know the person I'm thinking of is the wrong person, but and she said we don't do anything half-assed. You know, we do things to perfection, and there's a lot of pressure on me. One, because she did so well last year, but also because so much was put into this for me coming, so much money, so many resources, so much was put into this for me that I have a lot of pressure on me, and leaving now just isn't an option. And I'm just so, you know, after what I did last week, I'm so afraid that I'm going to end up the one going home. And so, I mean, she broke down her confessional, you know, and you know, just you just see how much stress she has put on herself, you know. Candy as well, you know, because you know, she was the one that was always told, well, if you ever get on Drag Race, you're going home first, you know. So Got Mick talked about, because they were talking about when was the first time you saw yourself sort of represented, and Got Mick said, I've never seen myself represented in the trans community because trans men are made out to be these chiseled gods, which, listen, I have seen some beautiful trans men, okay? She said, but I'm more of a feminine man, and I never saw that. She said, I saw the Chaz Bonos of the world, but they didn't represent me. And so she said it has always been hard for me to sort of see myself even within the trans community. And so she said, hopefully I can be a representative. She said, you know, if I had seen people like me, it may have accelerated my trans experience, you know, my transformation, you know, many years ago. Olivia talked about the first time sort of seeing herself was, what show was that she said? Oh, damn it. What was it, y'all, that Olivia said? Anyway, let me know how old I am when she said it. What did she say? I don't know, man. But then Simone also talked about, you know, Drag Race. Being, you know, growing up seeing Drag Race and saying, this is what I can do, this is what I can aspire to be. You know, I'm coming out of Lolo, Arkansas. This is something that I can aspire to be. And so, I know what it was. Olivia saying that, you know, seeing black and Puerto Rican, because she's black and she's Puerto Rican, and so for her, the representation of now I still can't remember the show she's talking about. Damn. But I didn't realize Olivia was Puerto Rican, black and Puerto Rican. She may have said it and I just didn't remember. But that representation, being able to be seen on TV, meant a lot to her as well. I'm gonna remember before this over what she said, child. I'm gonna remember before what she said. But anyway, so the runway was pockets. So everybody was supposed to have some sort of pocket thing working. Well, let's go back to this whole Honey, I Shrunk the Drag Queen thing. It was a cute concept. The ladies were in the workroom, and like I said, Candy was the shadiest queen of the whole season, and she flipped a switch which shrunk everybody except for her. and they had to work their way around the workroom to get to the shade button, right? So everything became giant while they were small, and it was cute. It was a really cute concept. It was a really cute thing, and I think everybody did decent. Like, we're at the point now where we got to nitpick. Nobody, in my opinion, just totally failed. I just don't feel that way. I think, I mean, I found everybody to be entertaining. I mean, even though Olivia played the same role, she did it well. The problem is, it's the same role, so we know you can do it. There was just no, she hasn't showed any versatility, but I think she did a good job in her part. You know, I just think everybody did pretty good, honestly. So I was here for it. You know, it was cute. You know, I've seen, you know, a lot of these, you'll be like, oh my gosh, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So the runway. Okay, let me get to the runway. Runway, like I said, was pockets. Simone, baby, Simone I was here for it. It was this denim, and it was like she was inside of the pocket, and it had the zipper going across, like it was unzipping the pocket, and she was in it, and the whole outfit was denim, and she had this red hair. I was here for all of it. You know, it made me very familiar. It made me look like Mystique from X-Men with that red wig with the blue. It was very, I was here for it. I was here for Simone's outfit. It was absolutely everything. Olivia, she had on this like lilac type dress with like the pockets in the side with like the balloon action. It was okay. It was okay. Rose had this black and white mod outfit. It was absolutely adorable. And then it sort of had like this Andy Warhol pictures of pockets all over the dress. It was really cute. It was, I liked Rose's outfit a lot. Candy's was a arts and craft project that her niece did that she decided to wear on the show. It was absolutely horrid. I don't know what she was thinking. Listen, I question Candy's taste level. And again, I have to say, I feel like there have been seasons where Candy would have already been eliminated just based on her runway. Candy's runway has been horrible. Like, overall, we're, you know, this is episode 13, so maybe she's done 12 runways, because we know we had the whole, you know, split episode in the beginning where the winners did one episode and the losers did. But out of the 12 runways that we've seen Candy in, I could probably name 2 outfits that I was like, yes, Candy, yes. The rest of them have been absolutely horrid. Now, here's the problem. Season 1, Season 2, maybe even Season 3, it might have been okay. But you know where we are now with these seasons. You know where we are, the level that these ladies come prepared. They get a list. They know what is expected. So you knew you needed a pocket situation. And that is what you chose to come with. Then you paired it with a bob wig, a blunt cut bob wig with like different colors in it. It was a lot, and I wasn't here for none of it. I'm sorry. I was not. It was horrible. Horrid. Gottmik was cute. She came out in this big trench coat, and when she opened it up, it had all of the pockets with the watches hanging out of it, sort of like a flasher. It reminded me of Lenny from Good Times. Y'all remember Lenny from Good Times that always had something he was selling up out his coat? I remember one time, I don't know who was in the hospital, but JJ or one of them was in the hospital, baby. He opened up that coat. He had a bedpan underneath there. Listen. Okay? Listen. Ah! So, of course, we get the infamous question, who should go home? And everybody said Olivia except for Olivia. And it took Olivia 10 minutes to say Candy's name. And my thing is this. She wanted, again, to the end, you want to play good girl. You know the question is coming. They're going to ask you the question at least once. This is the second time they've asked this season. I think the first question was who should be eliminated. This one was, well, I think both of them was who should be eliminated. You know what is going to be asked of you. You know what you know. Girl, if you don't just say somebody and keep it moving, and I don't mean no harm, but that outfit that Candy had on should have been an easy pick. I mean, you could have just said, based on that outfit today, Candy, and you could have kept it moving. Like, you made this a whole production number, and again, did not bode well for you, because that is the criticism of you. That you don't have that sort of killer instinct, that is just way too easy. Well, whatever, child. Whatever. So the top was Rose. Rose won. The bottom, as I'm sure y'all can figure out, was Candy and Olivia. And the lip sync was Strong Enough by Cher. I think this was one of the better lip syncs of the season. Candy did pretty good. I think she did a good job of turning it into like a skit type of thing. And then at the end, there's this whole disco moment where it sounds like, I will survive, that whole disco moment. And Candy throws up glitter and does the whole twirl. That was it for me. I was like, yeah, Candy got this, So that's our top 4 set. Our top 4 is Candy, Simone, Rose, and Got Mick. I suspect Candy will be the first one eliminated out of the top 4. I don't even want to speak on who I think we're going to, I have my feelings, but I'm going to wait. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, how y'all thought about it, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.